Alright, so Brandon Sanderson has released the title for his second secret novel in this Kickstarter, and the title is going to be The Frugal Wizard's Guide to Surviving Medieval England. Hey, so I'm editing and I totally forgot to mention this book is not in the Cosmere. So of the 4 that are going to be released in the Kickstarter, this one is the only one not in the Cosmere, but that doesn't mean that I'm not excited to read it. So in his live stream today, he decided to read the first 6 chapters, so we got to get a bunch of little tidbits about what this book is actually going to be. I'm going to go over my non-spoiler thoughts and then some spoiler thoughts for those of you who would like to talk the details. I think we've got a very interesting protagonist. Brandon Sanderson does a great job of throwing you into this novel, not knowing anything, having to figure out what is going on. The main character is super funny. He's got a good sense of humor. He's an entertaining lead to follow. The bits we've learned about his past so far are all intriguing. The world is hilarious. I think this might be one of the funnier books that Brandon Sanderson has written. Just from the title, you might have been able to suspect that there is a wizard's guide. And when we're reading the pages of the wizard's guide, I am always smiling. The premise is very intriguing. The book is set up a lot like a mystery that's unfolding, and we as the audience are along for the ride. I'm actually intrigued. I want to know the answers to the questions that I have because of these first few chapters. I am definitely excited to receive this book. So on to the spoiler discussion. The main character's name is... we don't know. He's still finding out about himself and who he is. Brandon Sanderson said this book is a mashup of 2 ideas that he had. The first idea being touring the multiverse in other dimensions, which is then mixed with Jason Bourne, where we've got a character who's lost his memory and is slowly relearning about who he is. Along the way, he finds out that he has certain skills and certain quirks about himself. He rates everything like he's on Amazon leaving a review. He rates the trees, the hideouts, the conversation he has with one character. He gives her a 0 and talks about how it would be more fun to talk with a corpse. He rates 2 different trees at one point and gives one of them a really high rating, like a 5-star rating. And the second one, he gives them a terrible review and says, "See my other reviews on trees," referencing back to the first tree, which is really just funny to me. The medieval multiverse that this character is in is interesting. Brandon Sanderson did say that he made it another universe specifically so he wouldn't have to be an expert on medieval times. If things are a little inaccurate at this point, he can just chalk it up to the fact that it's from a different universe. I'm interested to learn more about the woman our main character has lost. I'm interested to find out who the red-haired individual was that some of the other travelers were looking for. I'm looking forward to more banter between our main protagonist and the woman who hit him with a board. Brandon Sanderson has done what he does best. He's given me a great sneak peek and left me wanting more. If you haven't already, you should definitely check in the description down below. I'll be tagging a link to his Kickstarter. I'll also be including a link where you can read the first 6 chapters yourself. If you guys like this review, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe check out some of my other videos. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Also, Brandon Sanderson did say that secret book number 3 is his favorite of the 4, so please tune in next week when I review that as well.